The story of the Iranian Revolution begins long before 1979. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi rose to power and founded the Pahlavi Dynasty. He introduced modernization reforms, building railways, strengthening the military, and reducing the influence of religious leaders. In 1941, during World War II, Allied forces invaded Iran, forcing Reza Shah to abdicate. His son, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, became the new Shah. In 1951, Prime Minister Mohammad Mosaddegh nationalized Iran's oil industry, challenging the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company and British control. This move made him extremely popular at home but created international tension. On August 19, 1953, a coup backed by the United States and the United Kingdom overthrew Mosaddegh. The Shah returned to power with stronger authority. For many Iranians, this event left a deep wound and a lasting distrust of foreign involvement. In January 1963, the Shah launched the White Revolution, a series of reforms including land redistribution, women's right to vote, literacy programs, and industrial expansion. While some supported these changes, many religious leaders and traditional groups opposed them. One of the strongest critics was Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. In June 1963, protests broke out after his arrest. The government crushed the demonstrations, and in 1964, Khomeini was exiled. During the 1970s, Iran experienced rapid economic growth due to rising oil prices, especially after 1973. Tehran expanded quickly and the military grew stronger. However, wealth was unevenly distributed. Political opposition was limited, and the secret police, Savak, suppressed dissent. Many Iranian students, workers, clerics, and intellectuals felt excluded from political participation. In January 1978, a newspaper article criticizing Khomeini triggered protests in the city of Qom. Security forces opened fire and several demonstrators were killed. Following Shia tradition, memorial ceremonies were held 40 days later, leading to new protests. This cycle continued throughout 1978, spreading unrest across the country. On September 8, 1978, a day later known as Black Friday, government troops fired on large crowds in Tehran's Jalal Square. The violence intensified public anger. By late 1978, nationwide strikes, especially in the oil industry, paralyzed the economy. On January 16, 1979, Mohammad Reza Shah left Iran. On February 1, 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini returned from exile to massive public support. Just 10 days later, on February 11, the military declared neutrality, and the monarchy collapsed. On April 1, 1979, following a national referendum, Iran was officially declared an Islamic Republic. Later that year, a new constitution established a system led by a supreme leader, a position first held by Khomeini. The Iranian Revolution was not a sudden explosion. It was the result of decades of political conflict, social change, economic inequality, religious activism, and foreign intervention. Step by step, protest by protest, it transformed Iran's political system and reshaped the balance of power in the Middle East.